Let's begin with a question that may linger in the deepest corners of your mind. How could a man born over 2,000 years ago speak of truths that resonate with modern scientific principles? Imagine this: Jesus, a figure revered for his compassion and wisdom, casually speaking words that hint at an understanding of time, energy, and existence far beyond what his contemporaries could fathom. Is it possible that Jesus was operating on a level of awareness that transcended the limitations of his time? Take, for example, his statement in John 8 verse 58, "Before Abraham was, I am." On the surface, it seems poetic, a spiritual declaration of eternal existence. But let's dig deeper. In quantum physics, time is not linear. Past, present, and future exist simultaneously in what scientists call the block universe. Could Jesus have been alluding to this profound truth? It's almost as if he understood that existence is not bound by the ticking of a clock, but flows as an eternal now. Think about it. How often do we live our lives stuck in the past or anxious about the future, completely disconnected from the present moment? If you want to apply this insight practically, start small. Take 5 minutes today to practice mindfulness. Close your eyes, focus on your breath, and feel yourself in the present moment. You might discover a sense of peace that hints at what Jesus was teaching all along: the power of living in the eternal now. Books like The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle offer profound insights into this mindset, bridging ancient wisdom with modern understanding. Now, consider this. Jesus didn't just speak of time in abstract terms. His teachings on interconnectedness and oneness, such as "I and the Father are one," John 10 verse 30, mirror principles found in quantum entanglement. This concept suggests that particles separated by vast distances are still connected, their states intertwined. It's a phenomenon Einstein himself found so puzzling that he called it spooky action at a distance. How could Jesus have known about this, unless he was attuned to truths beyond his earthly experience? This is where we enter the realm of speculation, but not without grounding in possibility. When Jesus spoke of the kingdom of heaven being within us, Luke 17 verse 21, was he not describing the idea that the universe, with all its vastness, resides in every individual? Modern science now tells us that every atom in your body is stardust, matter forged in the heart of collapsing stars billions of years ago. So, when Jesus said that the kingdom of heaven is within, was he alluding to a profound cosmic truth? As we unravel these mysteries, the questions deepen. What if Jesus wasn't just teaching spiritual truths, but was revealing the secrets of the cosmos itself? Could his understanding stem from a perspective unbound by time and space? Let's hold that thought as we explore the ancient texts and lost gospels that hint at even more hidden knowledge. The deeper we go, the more fascinating it becomes. Let's now step further into this mysterious dimension. What if Jesus was not only aware of the nature of time, but could manipulate it in ways that defy everything we understand? Consider the miracles attributed to him: turning water into wine, calming a storm with a single command, healing the sick with a touch. Could these acts hint at a profound mastery over physical laws? Or perhaps, could they be signs of an advanced understanding of energy and vibration? Take the feeding of the 5,000, for instance. It's not just a tale of abundance. It's a mystery of transformation. How does one multiply loaves and fish to feed a crowd? Some speculate that this could be a glimpse into what quantum physicists call wave function collapse, where energy becomes matter. In modern terms, it's as if Jesus tapped into an unseen field of infinite potential, collapsing possibility into reality. Skeptical? Consider this. Nikola Tesla, one of the greatest minds of the modern age, famously said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." Was Jesus doing just that, centuries before these ideas entered scientific discourse? Here's something you can do today to explore this concept. Take a moment to study how energy manifests in your daily life. Try experimenting with water. Speak positive, loving words to one glass, and negative words to another. Let them sit overnight. Inspired by Dr. Masaru Emoto's studies on water molecules, this simple act can give you a glimpse of how vibration influences matter, just as Jesus might have known. And what about time travel? Yes, it sounds audacious, but think about the story of Jesus walking on water. In Matthew 14 verse 25, it said that Jesus came to his disciples in the fourth watch of the night. In ancient times, this would be somewhere between 3 and 6 a.m., an hour often associated with spiritual awakenings and heightened consciousness. Was this event simply a miracle, or could it suggest that Jesus accessed a state of being where time and space were irrelevant? Interestingly, modern experiments with quantum particles show that they can appear to exist in two places at once or seem to teleport from one location to another. This is the principle behind quantum tunneling, a phenomenon that still baffles scientists today. Could Jesus' ability to transcend physical laws, walking on water, appearing after death, ascending into the heavens, be seen as evidence of a similar mastery over quantum mechanics? Let's not forget his resurrection, an event shrouded in both awe and skepticism. Some theologians argue that this wasn't merely a return to life, but a demonstration of Jesus transcending the confines of mortality. Think of it as the ultimate act of energy transformation, matter dissolving into light, as modern near-death experiences often describe. Books like Proof of Heaven by Dr. Eben Alexander delve into this concept, offering scientific perspectives on what many believe to be mystical truths. As these ideas take shape, ask yourself, is it possible that Jesus understood something about the nature of reality that we're only beginning to grasp today? If so, where did this knowledge come from? Could it have been divine inspiration, or something even more extraordinary? As we venture into ancient texts and secret teachings in the next segment, the veil begins to lift ever so slightly. Now, let's venture deeper into the hidden texts, ancient scriptures, and lesser-known teachings that might reveal more about Jesus' profound understanding of the cosmos. The Bible itself contains clues that have sparked centuries of debate. In John 8 verse 58, Jesus declares, "Before Abraham was, I am." At face value, this is a bold spiritual statement, but could it also hint at his existence beyond the constraints of time? What if I am signifies not just presence but mastery over past, present, and future, a state of being that quantum physicists might call the eternal now? Let's not stop there. Consider the Gospel of Thomas, a text excluded from the canonical Bible but brimming with enigmatic wisdom. In verse 18, Jesus says, "Where the beginning is, there will the end be." Sounds cryptic, doesn't it? But what if this phrase reflects a deeper understanding of time as cyclical, not linear, a concept shared by ancient cultures like the Mayans and even modern theories of space-time curvature? Here's a practical way to explore this idea. Try reflecting on the patterns in your own life. Have you noticed cycles, relationships, challenges, or opportunities that seem to repeat? Journaling can help uncover these loops, revealing how the beginning of certain events often mirrors their end. This exercise may sound simple, but it aligns with what mystics and quantum theorists alike believe. Time is more interconnected than we perceive. And what about Jesus' reference to the kingdom of heaven? Traditionally, it's been viewed as a destination, a place beyond this earthly realm. But in Luke 17 verse 21, Jesus states, "The kingdom of God is within you." Could this mean that Jesus wasn't speaking of a physical location, but an internal state of alignment? Modern spiritual thinkers like Eckhart Tolle and Dr. Joe Dispenza echo this idea, teaching that higher states of consciousness allow us to transcend time and space, much like Jesus seemed to do. Take a moment to experiment with this. Set aside 10 minutes to meditate, not to empty your mind, but to focus intensely on the present moment. Feel your breath, your heartbeat, the sensations in your body. This practice aligns with what Jesus might have meant by accessing the kingdom within. Over time, such practices can shift your perception of time itself, making the eternal now feel more tangible. Now let's delve into even more intriguing territory: ancient Jewish mysticism. The Kabbalah, a spiritual framework that predates Jesus, speaks of the Tree of Life, a map of the universe that bridges the material and the divine. Within this system lies the concept of Da'at, or hidden knowledge. Was Jesus tapping into this ancient wisdom? Some scholars speculate that his 40 days in the wilderness might have been a journey into this mystical understanding, preparing him to channel divine energy in ways that still mystify us today. Finally, let's consider how Jesus seemed to describe the cosmos itself. In Matthew 6 verse 22, he says, "If your eye is single, your whole body will be full of light." Some interpret this as a reference to the third eye, an energy center believed to connect us to higher dimensions. Could Jesus have been pointing toward a universal truth, that human beings possess untapped potential to perceive beyond the physical? As these revelations unfold, it becomes increasingly clear that Jesus wasn't just a teacher of moral principles. He was unveiling a cosmic roadmap, one encoded with secrets that modern science is only beginning to validate. But if that's the case, how did he acquire such profound knowledge? And more intriguingly, what does it mean for us today? Keep these questions close, as the trail of discovery grows even more fascinating in the next segment. Now, we journey into the realm of speculative science and the profound implications of Jesus' words. Could his teachings hint at knowledge of quantum mechanics, parallel dimensions, or even time travel? It might sound like the premise of a sci-fi novel, but let's break it down logically and methodically, as if Jesus himself were revealing a layered truth, one piece at a time. Let's start with the concept of time itself. In physics, Einstein's theory of relativity suggests that time is not a fixed, linear stream. Instead, it's a flexible dimension that can be bent, stretched, or even traversed under the right conditions. Now, think back to Jesus' miracles. Take the wedding at Cana, where he turned water into wine. On a molecular level, such an act would require manipulating matter and time simultaneously. Could this suggest a mastery over universal laws that we're only beginning to understand? Here's an analogy you can try to grasp this idea. Imagine you're watching a movie, and suddenly you have the power to rewind, fast forward, or even pause certain scenes. That's essentially how theoretical physicists describe the concept of time travel. And if Jesus existed beyond time, as some of his statements imply, could he have been operating from a vantage point where past, present, and future were all accessible? Now, let's explore the notion of higher dimensions. The Bible often describes Jesus ascending, walking on water, or appearing in locked rooms after his resurrection. To us, these seem like miracles. But string theory, a branch of quantum physics, proposes the existence of multiple dimensions beyond our three-dimensional reality. If Jesus had access to these dimensions, his actions wouldn't defy the laws of nature. They would transcend them. Try this. Think of dimensions as layers of understanding. Right now, we perceive the world as three-dimensional beings, much like a flat piece of paper can only see two dimensions. But what if someone operating in the fifth or sixth dimension could perceive infinite possibilities and manipulate them? This is where Jesus' actions begin to align with cutting-edge theories in modern science. And what about his understanding of energy? Many of Jesus' teachings, such as love thy neighbor or forgive 70 times 7, seem to emphasize emotional and energetic states. Modern studies in neuroscience and quantum energy have shown that emotions like gratitude, love, and forgiveness can alter our brain chemistry, affecting not only our well-being but also the energy we emit into the world. Could Jesus have been describing the energetic mechanics of the universe itself? Here's something practical you can do. Spend a day observing how your energy shifts based on your emotions. When you feel gratitude, notice how interactions with others seem smoother. When you're frustrated, notice how challenges seem to multiply. This isn't just psychology. It's energy at work, something Jesus may have understood at a far deeper level than we can imagine. Finally, let's dive into his possible understanding of the cosmos. In Matthew 24 verse 35, Jesus says, "Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away." At first glance, this seems poetic. But could he have been hinting at the transient nature of the physical universe, something astrophysicists now confirm? The universe is constantly expanding, stars are born and die, and even the fabric of reality seems impermanent. Yet, the essence of Jesus' teachings, love, faith, and unity, points to an eternal truth that transcends physicality. As we weave these threads together, the picture of Jesus becomes less about a historical figure confined to one time and place and more about a being who seemed to operate on a universal scale. But if that's true, what was his ultimate message? Was it simply to guide humanity, or was there a deeper, hidden purpose, a cosmic mission? Let's keep unraveling these questions as we approach the final revelations. Now, let us journey into the ultimate question. If Jesus held advanced knowledge of time, energy, and the cosmos, why did he share it with humanity in parables and metaphors rather than scientific explanations? Could it be that he understood something far more profound, that humanity wasn't ready to grasp the complexity of the universe, but could comprehend the essence of it through simple, transformative truths? Consider this. Jesus' teachings were always centered on action and intention, not intellectual mastery. He didn't sit his disciples down and explain quantum mechanics or the curvature of space-time. Instead, he taught them principles like love, forgiveness, and faith, concepts that resonate deeply with the human soul. Think of his words in Matthew 17 verse 20, "If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move." At first glance, this seems symbolic. But what if it's more than that? What if it's a blueprint for the immense potential of human consciousness when aligned with divine energy? Let's look at how this could apply in your own life. Imagine a goal or dream that feels impossible, moving your own metaphorical mountain. Instead of focusing on the obstacles, focus on the belief and the energy you bring to it. Quantum physics now suggests that observation and intention can influence reality on a subatomic level. This means that your faith, your belief, has the power to create tangible shifts in the world around you. It's as if Jesus was revealing a secret we're only beginning to prove scientifically. Faith isn't just spiritual, it's an energetic force. And then, there's the concept of divine timing. In John 2 verse 4, when Jesus' mother asks him to perform a miracle at the wedding in Cana, he replies, "My hour has not yet come." This suggests an awareness of timing that aligns with a greater cosmic rhythm. Think about this in your own life. Have you ever noticed how certain opportunities seem to appear when you're least expecting them, or how forcing something too soon leads to frustration? Jesus seemed to understand that timing isn't just about patience. It's about aligning with the natural flow of the universe. Here's a practical step to test this in your own life. Instead of pushing against resistance, take a moment to pause. Meditate, pray, or simply sit in silence and ask yourself, am I in alignment with the right timing? Often, clarity comes not from forcing an answer, but from allowing one to emerge naturally, just as Jesus allowed events to unfold in their own divine sequence. Now, let's tie this back to the possibility of Jesus being a time traveler or cosmic being. If he operated beyond our understanding of time and space, his teachings were likely intended to guide us toward a higher level of consciousness. By focusing on love, faith, and unity, Jesus may have been preparing humanity to evolve into beings capable of understanding and harnessing the mysteries of the universe. After all, Every great teacher doesn't just impart knowledge, they plant seeds for future growth. But here's the real mystery. If Jesus knew so much, why veil his wisdom in simplicity? Perhaps it was a test, an invitation for us to explore, question, and awaken. Could it be that his mission wasn't to hand us all the answers, but to ignite within us the desire to seek them? And that, my friend, is where our journey truly begins. What if the knowledge Jesus carried wasn't meant to end with him, but to continue through us? What if we are the ones destined to unlock the next chapter of this cosmic story? Could the clues he left behind, the parables, the miracles, the teachings, be the key to unraveling the mysteries of existence? That's a question only you can answer as you step into your own journey of discovery.